Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Dee Twentyman. Dee, thank you so much for joining me. It's such a pleasure to always connect with you. Please tell everyone a little bit about yourself, Dee.
Thank you, Melanie. It's lovely. This is a lovely impromptu interview, so I'm really, really happy to be here. So yeah, I'm in the United Kingdom. I live in the north of the country where it's a little bit colder than most other places, but I live in a beautiful place and I'm surrounded by countryside and it's really peaceful. So it has its benefits for sure. I am a hypnopsychotherapist, and if people haven't heard that before, it just means that I use therapeutic hypnosis with psychotherapy to help women in particular to look at the mind and body connection to the chronic pain conditions that they have. And there are so many people who work with pain. However, the kind of the work that's being done is focused mainly on the body and the food and the supplements and exercise, where I actually do some of that because it's all encompassed in a lot of the work that I've done in the past. My main focus now, however, is on delving deep into the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and spirituality of the person, their personality type, what triggers those emotions and thoughts, where do they come from, where do they sit in the body as a pain response, and then the ways in which we can heal that. So that's really what I do. I mind-body connection expert, if you like, specialist, working with people with chronic pain, mainly women. So yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, so important, right? Because so many people live in everyday life with this pain, and it worsens over time, right? And so they really are trapped in their bodies in a lot of ways. And it's beautiful work. And how do you find that working with people, how do you find their discovery goes? What is kind of the process for someone that goes through the process with you?
So a lot of the time, I specialize in the gut issues, the IBS, the SIBO, all of those diagnosed labels that the medical profession put on to us. And so that's my main focus. A lot of women come to me for the IBS, the IBD, the SIBO, the colitis, all of those kinds of things. However, when they first come and see me, we actually look at their background, their story, their history around who they are. How do they deal with certain things in their life? How have they dealt with difficult situations previously? What has happened, and when did those physical pain symptoms begin? So we really do delve into that kind of thing. So we look at their relationship. Are they in a relationship? Is it a good relationship? Are they happy in that relationship? What are the challenges within that relationship? Are they single? Are they happy being single? What are the challenges for them there? What are the beliefs around being single? Their family lives. How do they get on with family? Are they close? Are they far apart? Their children, their working relationships, their friendships, all those kinds of things all feed in to how they see themselves within their circle of influence, if you like. And we really, really delve into their level of self-esteem, their self-worth, their values, their core beliefs that maybe keep them stuck, any traumas that they might have been through, and their sense of control and self responsibility, and the beliefs that they have about their ability, their capacity, the resources they feel they have to actually make a difference to their physical health. And all of that comes in. So it's not a short journey. It can be lengthy for some. However, with hypnotherapy involved in that, it shortens it down. So when you add hypnotherapy into the process that I do, we can shorten things that would have taken years, we can shorten it to months. Things that would have taken months, we can shorten it to weeks. And things that would have taken weeks, we can shorten it into days.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And so people are working with you one-on-one, they're working with you in part of a group. How does it work?
Yes, they can work with me one-to-one. And that's what I did for 20 odd years before the COVID thing hit the world. And I then went online, and I thought that I could reach more people online. So now I do group sessions, I do self-directed sessions as well. So people can actually get the sessions from me, and they can direct themselves, and then they can have a meeting with me maybe once a month, and we work through any questions and things that have come up. So it depends how they like to work, because we work with people uniquely. So if they want to just have the hypnotherapy recordings and the worksheets and all of that, they can do that, and then they come back once a month and speak to me, and we look at what's come up. But I also do the group sessions as well, and they can be really powerful, because then a lot of people realize they're not suffering by themselves. They have very similar things going on in their thought processes, their emotions, and it's really empowering. So it's all about giving women strength, resilience, and empowerment, which is what my Gutsy Women Collective Facebook group's all about.
Yes, I was going to ask about that. So I'm part of your group, and it's been a fascinating group to follow. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The group was set up because there's 65% of the global population who suffer with IBS and gut issues are women. And that's a massive amount. It's over like 600 million people. And so I know, as a previous sufferer of IBS, that it can be very embarrassing. It can be we feel quite a bit of shame around it. We can't talk about it. People feel that they have to start making excuses about their life, why they can't attend this, why they can't attend that. They become isolated, and the world just becomes very, 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 very small. And so I decided that it was time that we actually stop the embarrassment and the shame and all of that kind of stuff, and actually had a safe space to actually speak about IBS and other gut issues, other chronic pain conditions as well. And that's why I actually set the group up, because it's very isolating condition. So I didn't want that for people. And I wanted people to realize that there's a different way of doing things, and being vulnerable within a group of other people who have been vulnerable as well is very, very empowering, and helps people to actually open up about their lives and their thought processes as well. It's reducing the shame and the embarrassment around it. So that's how it was set up. But also I do allow men in who are supporting women with chronic illnesses, that kind of thing, because they have their story, and it will help them to navigate around the chronic pain condition that their partner or their colleague or their mom or their family member might have. So there are a few men in there, but it's 99.9% women. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, any last thoughts or anything else you wanted to share with everyone?
I'd just like to say, if people are experiencing chronic illness, then it's a good thing to actually sit down and look at, where are we as individuals feeding into it and contributing to those pain conditions? And is there a better way of actually looking at our situation that is more empowering and is going to build more strength and resilience within each of us? And that's what happened with me. And I just basically followed that path for a long time, around looking after myself and my thoughts, and thinking, I'm doing this a lot of the time. These pains, this bloating, this pain, this crippling anxiety, this crippling tension in my body, is generated through how I am being in the world, and I need a better way of being. So I would look at that kind of thing and just journal it out, write it out, see where you get to, and then join the group.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so true. That's so powerful and beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Dee. It's a pleasure to introduce you to everyone. And we'll always put all your links and comments in the comments below. So please, everyone, take a look and follow Dee, because she's an inspiration to me and to many of us. And so thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.